And now I'm doing what I did there, which is just templating out what is overlapping onto these base plates so I don't accidentally build over it. So I've worked and basically finished the rest of the black part that'll connect to that black part right up there, and I made sure to align both the like rocky formations around here just to make sure that it looks nice and like flush all the way through. So to make it easier on myself, I've moved like the finished black portion like to attach to the other one, and same with this right here. But something happened while I was trying to put this back. My elbow bumped my ATTE, and this gave me the biggest heart attack of my life. I quickly grabbed it and propped it up like this, but man, that scared me. So I want to make this a little more elevated with some rock formations, but I'm out of black bricks. So this is probably the main house I use in most of my World War II MOCs, but I'm just gonna have to steal the roof off of this. I will put it back, but just for now, he's gonna be bald. It had to be done. I'm sorry.
Look how they massacred my boy.
And now for basically the finished build. Ta-da! As you can see, I've propped up the ATTE and I lined everything so it looks nice and smooth. And all there's really left to do is put on the minifigures, and then I'm basically done.
And voila! The finished product with all the minifigures and all their glory placed upon here. And now I'm gonna go through every little detail just to show you guys how like the story goes. We'll begin over here in like the black area where an MTT is unloading a bunch of battle droids to fight off against Ayla Secura and the 327th with Commander Bly, which are actually good minifigures, by the way, other than the whiskey thing. And you can just see a dead battle droid right there and a battle droid right there, firing at them, and a couple others, dead battle droids, and more firing at them there. And right here we have the blown up AAT that squished the pilot battle droid, and it's all on fire and explodey. And behind it we have the droid base that I wish was more tiled off, but I didn't have enough to finish it. Along the back here we have some weird wall thingies and some canisters. And over here just have the inside of this, which I showed in a previous video. I'm just gonna show it again. And I think it looks like really good. Like I think I got this wall really flush with each other. Like it's not perfect, but it still looks pretty good. And just the classic walls just poking out because that's what you have to do. And there's just the control station there, and a gun rack right there. And moving on to the side is probably one of my favorite little details of this set is two clone commandos fighting 3 commando droids. I got these customs like from a small store, but I never really knew what to do with them until now. And I think they fit really well. They're just kind of like digging in through here to try to infiltrate the base. And I finally got to put a machete on one of the commando droids, and I think that this is probably one of the best secrets of this set. Here's another angle of the back of the like weird battle here, and the side of the droid base. And here's just that weird mound that I put to cover up all that's going on over here. And over here, I put a control panel near one of the village houses to make it like look like it's a control panel to the door. Here, they're all like just rounding up each other, like I showed in the previous video. But I also did add like a couple extra battle droids just around here defending against Commander Fox. I know the Coruscant Guard doesn't really supposed to be here, but I still think it looks good just having them charged like this. But anyway, one of my favorite details is this. I was able to make it look like one of the droids were getting blasted in the back, so I think it's just pretty cool. And just some extra detailing that I used with one of the dot sets, and another house of the village that I also used a control panel for. And I used a lightsaber hilt piece to make it look like this battle droid was firing at all of them. And I used whatever that is to make it look like he was firing at them. And here's a better angle of the clones. And over here you can see that a couple of them are trying to take cover into these trees. Well, some of the battle droids are firing into the trees, trying to just like push them out of there. And around here we just have some of the detail that I put under the ATTE. Like, I didn't really need much detail, but there's some detail. And I moved the clone thing so it looks like it just blasted the AAT. And I put some more of those like firing effects on these to make it look like they're shooting down the battle droids on that side. This is just another angle of around the back of the MOC with all the 327th charging the MTT. And all the Coruscant Guard and regular clone troopers charging it over here, and all the battle droids trying to defend against them. And one of the best details I think I put in here was this little bit of black on the tree to make it look like it's merged with this area right here. And over here you can see a stab right in front of the MTT going in, trying to attack the 327th while this guy is trying to blast down, as you can see. And this guy is also trying to blast Ayla Secura, but she is deflecting it. And that's a better angle of like the AAT's cannon that got blown off, that I had to use like the cylinder weird looking pieces to flip them on their sides in order to be able to attach to right there. So I think that's just a cool detail. And just a better angle of just all the battle droids lined up, and I just think this thing looks really cool. And in conclusion, this MOC took me around 5 to 6 days to fully complete. It has over 50 minifigures if you include the battle droids. And this is actually bigger than my Coruscant MOC that I made last year. My Coruscant MOC was just like this big. So this entire like section, like that green base plate right here, is like an extra extension on what would have been the Coruscant MOC. So already this thing is bigger than that and probably uses double the pieces. And I'm so happy I finally got to use the MTT and the ATTE in a final LEGO set. And I thank you all for coming with me and watching me build this. And I'm going to keep this intact for a good long while. Thank you very much.